This video was captured in October of 2016. It shows a man dressed up as a clown walking up to the front door of a random house. This encounter is particularly alarming, given that it took place in 2016, the year of the clown epidemic. The 2016 clown epidemic involved individuals dressed as sinister clowns appearing in unusual and often unsettling locations. While many sightings involved people dressed as clowns simply trying to scare others, some incidents escalated into more serious confrontations. Some reports included clowns brandishing weapons, chasing individuals, or attempting to lure people into secluded areas. Disturbingly, in the footage, the clown appears to be holding a large machete as it approaches the front door. The clown then eerily starts looking around and finally rings the doorbell. And this is when the camera captures something truly disturbing. After the clown rang the doorbell, he immediately ran off. It's still unclear what his true intentions were, or whether this was simply a prank to scare the homeowner, or if the clown meant any harm given that he was carrying a weapon. However, since there haven't been any further updates provided by the homeowner regarding this bizarre encounter, this mystery remains unsolved. In July of 2021, a rather disturbing footage was captured outside a family's home near downtown Las Vegas. The footage shows a suspicious man covered in tattoos approaching the front door after spotting a woman inside through the kitchen window. He appears to be holding a plastic bag, but it's unknown what was inside. Once at the door, the man repeatedly asked bizarre questions to the woman, attempting to lure her into opening the door. Disturbingly, the woman was home alone at the time, and in a state of panic, immediately started hiding inside the house after noticing the man approaching her front door.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain?
The man repeatedly asks the same questions, but the woman never responds as she hides inside the house. The man can also be seen trying to unlock her door several times while staring inside the home. By this point, the woman was absolutely terrified for her life and immediately called the police, as well as her husband. The husband then spoke to and confronted the man through the Ring camera to see what his true intentions were, and this is when things started to take a turn for the worse.
So, who are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about TV show. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to her in. Do you have her open the door? I'm going to kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again.
To the husband's absolute shock, when he asked the man who he was, the man returned to the door, threatened to kill the woman inside, and claimed to have a knife and a gun. Disturbingly, as the man was trying to leave, you could hear him speaking to himself as he walked away.
All right. Are you sure? No idea. What?
Fortunately for the woman, she was unharmed because the man left shortly after her husband confronted him. After she posted this disturbing footage on Facebook, it went viral overnight. The next day, an unnamed individual who'd seen the video spotted the man and immediately called the police. Disturbingly, when the police arrived and asked the man for his ID, he identified himself as the Holy Spirit and refused to answer any further questions. The police promptly arrested the man and identified him as 40-year-old Christopher David Sums, a wanted fugitive from California. Christopher was later charged with aggravated stalking and attempted burglary of a residence, along with coercion and obstructing a public officer. This disturbing footage was captured in August of 2021. The footage shows a woman parking her car and walking back to her house in Chicago, Illinois. However, she was unaware that two armed men were following her, waiting for her to open the front door and enter the house. And as soon as the woman opened the door, that's when the armed men forcefully entered her house.
Don't move. Don't stare. Don't.
As soon as the woman unlocked her door, one intruder immediately rushed into the house while the other held the door open for their escape. After the intruder gained entry, the woman's screams could be heard as the man warned her not to move.
Don't move. Don't stare. Don't.
Okay.
In a police report, the woman later stated that the intruder held her at gunpoint and demanded her car keys, which she gave him. The two intruders then ran out of the house with the car keys and fled the scene in the woman's car. However, the intruders were arrested in the following weeks and identified as 18-year-old Brandon McGrew and an unnamed 16-year-old who were charged with home invasion, armed robbery, and motor vehicle theft. Fortunately, the woman was not harmed or injured during the robbery. Nevertheless, this video serves as a good reminder to always be aware of our surroundings, as we never know what we might encounter. The next video was captured at approximately 7:30 p.m. in January of 2020. The footage shows a man approaching the front door of an elderly couple's home in California. The man initially attempts to unlock the door several times but fails. He then rings the doorbell. However, the homeowner was unaware that the man was trying to break into their house and opened the door immediately after the doorbell rang, without checking who was outside. The man then rushed into the house, and that's when things began to take a very disturbing turn.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
Who are you?
Everybody knows how to hear you.
Good. You need to leave.
How far?
Out there.
What's the reach stairs from?
What?
What's the stone stairs here?
Come on. Where are you going?
What's the stairs here?
Goodbye. You.
The homeowner made a crucial mistake by opening the front door without checking who was outside first. The man can be seen walking into the house as soon as the door opens. The homeowner initially greets the man in a friendly manner, but upon realizing the man had already entered his house, grabs him and pushes him out of the front door. Disturbingly, the man punches the door before it fully closes. Fortunately, the homeowner, despite his initial mistake of opening the door, acted quickly to push the man out before things escalated. This footage is a perfect example of why you should always verify who is outside the door and never open it to a complete stranger. The following footage was captured at midnight in December 2022. In the video, a mysterious man can be seen walking up to the front porch of a house while holding toilet paper and a plastic bag. From the moment he walks up the stairs, he starts looking around the porch and appears disoriented. The homeowner was fast asleep during this time. It wasn't until the man rang the doorbell that the homeowner woke up and saw this on his phone. As the man rings the doorbell, the dog inside the house starts barking, waking the homeowner, who then notices a random stranger on his porch. The man appears confused and possibly under the influence of some hard substances. Not knowing who this man was or whether he posed a threat, the homeowner immediately went to the door and started talking to the man through the closed door, as he began questioning the man's identity. That's when the man starts talking in a very suspicious manner.
How can I help you?
This is, my name is James.
What are you looking for?
Sosa.
Who?
Sammy?
When the homeowner asked the man who he was, the man hesitated for a few seconds before identifying himself as James. When asked who he was looking for, the man initially stated he was looking for Sosa, but just moments later mentioned he was looking for Sammy. Disturbingly, when the man got close to the camera, you could clearly see how dilated his eyes were, indicating that the man was definitely intoxicated on some hard substances. By this point, the homeowner had seen enough signs indicating that the man had sinister intentions. He then confronted the man, which effectively sent him running off his front porch.
What's your name?
James.
And who are you looking for?
No, a friend of mine.
No friend of yours lives here, buddy. And I got a Glock over here ready for you. So if you don't get the fuck off my porch, I'm gonna unload it on your fucking face. Get the fuck off my porch.
Sorry.
After the homeowner confronted the man and warned him to leave his front porch, the man immediately backed up and left. It's still unclear why he was trying to get inside, but given that the man was having a hard time talking, along with his dilated eyes, it was clear he was very intoxicated and possibly trying to get inside to rob the house. Fortunately, the homeowner acted wisely by speaking through the closed door and not opening it, and successfully confronted the man and scared him off his property. This video was captured in South Carolina at a woman's house in December of 2018. The footage shows a man covered in mud walking up to the front door. The woman was alerted to the man's presence by her phone notification, along with the loud banging noises caused by the man slamming into the door. When she looked at her phone, this is what she saw. The man forcefully slammed his body against the door repeatedly, attempting to get inside. After several failed attempts, the man fell back and landed on the railing. It's believed that he knocked himself unconscious and couldn't lift himself back up. It's unclear if the man was under the influence or experiencing some type of mental health crisis. But either way, by this point, the woman was terrified by what she was witnessing and immediately called the police. When the police arrived, they first took the man to the hospital and then arrested him. The next video was captured at 5 a.m. in October 2022. The footage shows three masked men with firearms standing in front of a random house. As they approach the front door, one of the masked men spots the camera and immediately covers it with his hand for most of the video. However, for a brief moment, he removes his hand, revealing all three masked men. As the three masked men approached the door, one of them began to crouch down, attempting to pick the lock to enter the house. During this time, the man in the middle signaled the one on the right to cover the camera. However, this is when the homeowner was alerted by all the motion detection notifications. When he checked his phone, all he could see was a hand covering the camera. By this point, the homeowner called the cops and started talking through the speaker to see who was outside his front door.
Hello? 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 Hello?
The homeowner called them out several times, but unfortunately he didn't receive any response. When the police finally arrived at the house, the masked men had already left. It's still unclear what their true intentions were, but based on the fact that they were carrying firearms and were wearing masks to hide their identity, it's very likely that they intended to break in and rob the house. Fortunately for the homeowner, the masked men didn't end up breaking into his house and left shortly after he called out to them. This footage was captured in October of 2022. It shows a man walking up to a random apartment complex and then aggressively knocking on the front door while pretending to be a police officer, forcing the homeowner to open the door. However, the homeowner was away at the time, but when he reviewed the footage later, this is what he saw.
Police!
As soon as the man notices the camera, his facial expression changes dramatically. He immediately rushes down the stairs, claiming to be in the wrong apartment, hoping to excuse his actions.
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one.
While his true intentions remain unknown, his behavior that day suggests something more sinister was at play. At first, he pretended to be a police officer to get the homeowner to open the door, but as soon as he noticed the camera and realized he was being recorded, he immediately ran down the stairs. However, this video serves as a good reminder of how a simple doorbell camera can deter potential intruders and prevent home invasions.